na ene said insuro asi agugu no pay na mafoma yi, but of course na ye best my driver for say ye drive ya in kakra na nyame adomode akuduru bia ye kubia when you say a traffic situation also imo aye din kakra but yendi kan more police for inyanum police for no ye more mabaso because there are a number of places are obedu no na insure toll right the bana police for no direct traffic no said be obi abitimi akoba bia oko asumdwemti kudos to you guys police when na baso bokese na yede mamo but all the same ya bande na say agudi won sam na yede ebremo no na America kwama no yandi kase so ha to say all is set nyame yadom a chena UEFA Conference League final baso na Saturday so UEFA Champions League no so final no so atwa so any all the other games are and also I say teams also announce almost teams for the World Cup and Ghana ya announce it by Mbetiabeka no only 28 na ya di aba no na nipa me no mbefrim no me ametime yom afrim and na akyeremo andi and me yom afrim akyeremo I max of those days
yeah so no
go give us no go be me no go give us 5
and we are 5 yeah
82 and 1
okay nice squad now
say 28 yeah name
keepers too.
Now there's this story about a branch of friends say Derek Cohn, right?
Yeah, sure.
Derek Cohn.
Sure.
Now me wo inside story bi. You heard me because then for Bekasa.
Okay.
Omo Felisa say you men dini.
Not at all.
Also jiri
oh yeah, for sure. And see, me coaching no issue. Squad na ba me coaching no issue. The first question into coaching is also on the first squad na obi answer say no, I don't think so. Oh yes, I don't think so. Yeah, but me mount by 2, 3, 4 reasons. I know everybody will agree with me. Con, my friendly matches here, boy, he was the brightest boy, hands down. Yeah, 2 friendly matches here, boy, he was the brightest boy. And see, there is no way I say Con Echo World Cup maybe say the performance na heard ya. Now issue be by saying the switch, you know. Say free Germany at Ghana in by a according to report, it is confirmed. Say ye. And see, why was he omitted? Not man player. But you see me. Yeah, but qualifiers are yeah breno. Or not in the baby one when fee. Yeah, but yeah qualify when fee.
That's I did say
maybe where the any exception may land
okay.
Chema, yeah call friendlies are yeah bre yeah safano when fee. Yeah call World Cup no Abeka. This is not the top player to so Bobo be league to say England says semenyo. Chema on your player Abeka sa ni penny nyano. Meaning so what's my argument na say. And your player be Abeka said your day ban. It be a big need him. So based on what? Based on what? Say or you play a beer. You because on a level no be a free. So at time when a level no performance and a costro to say be a league or bonnie yes I your level. And maybe a no prano wa bay afe na all make say your friends say Nuama. Chema no pra. But any name say Nuama on any good day so your feta or BB or the be added to the team. No problems with that. But player on prior Chema or bo actively. From the qualifier close to 4 years or so, Chema Ningina he didn't play no part. When play party bia the time we were being shamed. Na Sudan mo che Niger mo say ni ading na coach TC Park so ni ading na Chema na ye laughing stock na this player didn't play no role. Now kakra yeah the qualifier when play role. In the friendlies towards the World Cup, ye play role. The last friendly Ebeko Chema ye name squad na did one and possibly Obeko World Cup maybe. The question is that Sebeba Sade na ye play bia Ghana pen. But Chema process ning and ring zone to me mebo. Name on World Cup ni drew any process na we to say bia odo any nketia mo dia accepted. And now ye play a bia league na all body Chema e wasro. Ne level e wasro to say be cry ni Aki Williams mu say to say semenyomo mini problem. And now one of those players are the Odebeka team no Chema ye nibi. Chema mpacho with these 3 reasons mama the hini ebe me the hina menya answer from any Ghanaian say obe dispute me. Into oh yes wrong. Oh yes wrong. E bia coach na ne ko hu no pen. But the question is this, say if the player was performing so well and even okay, let's say okay performance at Chema, why was he not, because he's a Ghanaian, he was at the World Cup. Obiam banishing from the national team. So why was he not part of all these processes? I'm talking about Baraman.
Okay.
But you want my argument, Nasi? He should have been part of it because he's part of us. But World Cup near real last match or at the expense of Obi or no what Germany a chema was switching nationality. Now I be bomb you say he's our brightest spot. When you do this, oh yes say no one's a World Cup now kona chema wagu agron. Because Kasa or Donanko for the Beko chema let sometimes the only things just be fair as a national team. Chema me who the India who say no fire almost say squad number. Omanga say about first. Aden abane. It was more cast and
the money band names so the OBA squad. Saying you had to Wills Campbell. It will be our baby, and it is all World Cup. What I say, it is a say 28. On the 28 no crown. Omatron say for the friendly.
Yeah.
It's after friendly, but the name of the Yabekasa. And we are saying to Chuma Bab and Tiabekasa say the 26 will come from the 28.
Okay, so be
conventional wisdom. Idea. It's a lot of friendly able. And then baby any AIF last friendly before the World Cup. And somebody Jamaica become. And this is the team we are going to play the World Cup.
And because the code did not, you don't know why the code did not go for our friendly. They made us believe that they will get some players, but they know the players who are already going. So he didn't go.
The boss doesn't almost say. In fact, the minya and Chimubi minya from 7 quarters. No almost say the schedule. No, also more excuse coach. And my coach, Omukwabes and my coach near because coach the Bagan and also be defending the squad no the Eco World Cup. It's nice to go and Kadia also fly to Mexico and of course Obako Mexico. He said be of US. No, and I say be a minimum say of Europe. Because from Ghana to US no I mean they found 10 hours 30 they found we go 9 hours 50 minutes it will also 10 hours you get my point they find 10 hours so for 10 hours no airport kakra and so no fly to Mexico and no it will take virtually the whole day and almost see your boy also say free ever single wheels and then tomorrow na already age no so almost lose our excuse the kaka sana bika even sana omo contest no
Ghana see na e fa coach no ni enim say you need time
because only you say
assist risk
so coach them ko assistance
too no mo ye dey
because Roger design nzo anko
aye and yan said am fa play BM free ho serious agbasi kra mo shortlist no ho no wana even agbasi wa ba listing my rivers and ho no
obeda agbasi ba
when da bebre ni nyina your friends
me ko match na sorry na da MZ car be 15 minutes from the agbasi
it's now was expecting agbasi to so no ko na game ni nyina chema na yenya proper assessment onze e ka say agbasi obewura squad nim somewhat oni anan no mu hu njo me ndey empaibo but yes anan na yenya edge ne kakra chema oni anan dey empaibo rivers in the obe frame enti the American say excuse that's not why we employ the coach chema BKB we employ the coach. It is not that we don't have near coach but near few so nya dey the coach aba say coach no nya dey kra chema he qualified us to the World Cup for nothing at all. He's won a game no matter the circumstance or the winning game at the World Cup enti ye do ba eti ye who different we all knew say time near short eti near do assistance in aba enti don't come and tell us mebre because the time is short. We all need to take risks and make sure that the thing will work. Chima di emfa say nke ni England na bank obeka say time no wan jo nkwa na
ebi mo eno ye explanation certain I mean from the quarters of the FA ba ebi mo zo ne say coach ni FA ni stand off kaka on the list because not every 40% names be bem and na coach no so mpene so na and squad no so ekoye no ego sa magical friendly yes names be bem mu a na coach ne mpe na nya ne nkrofo in fact sana unsa something the ban we can
do because the real is a Ghana
I don't think be must say I'm a coach na nko and assistant so anko
chema Ghana away FA president bia ni wo obeba on dictate to a coach obefa wo Ghana ha enye no kreda but difference ne say obi wo ho in position here people who are good and able to play and chema when you don't give them chance they will force for them to be there but obi so wo they don't care about the nation they will only impose anybody at all but what
because impose there how them no nya adwen cause bia omo recommend the players to the coach because
the FA president
I can tell you for a fact say the coach back will be Ghana has ya the many people pen anymore
exactly
yes adie no
enti say wonya yam
say wunima obi ze kusiapia kusiapia the man nipa bibre bi nipa mu bi pen anymore kwesi no oni ne ka asem na so no onka da bi oka no ati
but a draw
ono ne de na kwe sa kasa na 11 kan so kwasia ene de you bo ati modern it will cause no you no be set no na onipa na obu ndi onim enti emanipa bi emfili no say as ompushia na de bi mo so kan se coach we nso sa na nke koye ena o mo say Emma, I feel the Ghana your tiny game is under 23 for game. So guy. Aha, it's a coach to say. Oh no, ain't see that. So the play be the body, and I know the fan. It is hard in the game, in any team in the game. Okay. And no matter if you know one corner, a change in the year is any under 23. As I say, baby, you just say I don't know. Christian,
Chairman,
Agaba.
Yeah. Maybe a jina no because yankasa na amaya bedru baby a jina didi kai tam ne saki otoado no ye twa mane che dodo se ne be saki otoado a na wosenke saki otoado ntem said the beya the new coach no be fa Blasters no at least ebenya tam kakra e de ahu team no. Now you have 24 days to the World Cup.
To a game and the World Cup is 16 days.
24
to a game.
World Cup is 15 days.
16. 16 days.
And then is
26.
I can't debate it. I got 15.
So World Cup near 11th. Inti akabe 5 days near the end this month. 25 no ko 11 16 days to the World Cup. Chairman, ya appoint to coach less than 2 months to the World Cup. Coach onimi team no. Coach na onya opportunity say in team no. First hand obetimi access team no. Coach obenya one match pe. Obetimi proper assessment for a team no. Sa many appointee coach no. One of the reasons Emma coach ni bebre. Coach, you know, he unveiled no. Okay, said this would be one of the most difficult jobs I offer. The coach Juma will much more difficult, you know. The timing of his appointment, any time waka, that's what they prepare the Blasters for the World Cup. That is why me know ya say no matter what, me disappointed say any medical game, you know, one go. Because you have between Mexico and US game, you know, to be able to have first-hand assessment of your team before so the final squad the Baba team. One call. Yami aduma the only game I will any ways game. Obo ways game new year. Chairman, untiminya proper game bia to have proper assessment of your team. Nami ade ba ko ha me ni say coach na first team players bia e bi o the game ye hwe won. Let's place on record. Say we the final squad. This one is the squad for the world game no. We are final squad. 2 people pay the free then we have our final squad. So there is no Kudus. Kudus is not going. Kudus is not going to the World Cup. Kudus said just 3 weeks ago. I wonder why people were saying yeah, Jatum said there is no Kudus. Yeah, Jatum said local players Salim Adams now you make it a stronger case for him. No, Salim is not going to the World Cup. I'm not call friendly. Go mama na muboni bi. So yeah, Jatum said Blaster squad na they call World Cup na no. The pool of players they select you more free no from these players. The only thing we can conclude. And he said, we are Ghanaian. Adeba ko ebetimi aboa on this had lower your expectation going to the World Cup. Lower your expectation. Me share squad we. Na me share England players are omoanya collab krana. Chairman, virtually all of them will start. In fact, England squad ne bubo so nra no. Ebe Blasters first 11. Maybe apart from Semenyo. Apart from Semenyo, we have no other key player be making a good name for the Blasters of Ghana. It's baby about Bedri. So we mun selected players. The Kwakobo World Cup on the Maso adabraka Panama no mu ebo se wu.
Are team ni nyala.
Now team here.
I father to so my that's okay.
Team here.
Is it mama and then mama monitor to me who they go so. Say
Mr. Team way dear Mr.
Also my remember started
me my hope say team way to me yesterday. Yes you know. No. World Cup ya ko nyina we na the week ebia bia ni da so ni na baby no kra de bia de ebebu ya but team way dear cham. Emoha
squad with Emoha
squad no Emoha but Emoha so they compare England and Croatia but they compare Panama no what are you people talking about maybe they say your team no me jitum say your national teams are your squad they are World Cup when you know they are winning Emoha and if you compare with 2014 2022 2010 2006 this will be the weakest but yen no in context of woman any omo ba be complete the Panama squad mami pani wo omo team no Levante ni ba ku bi ne check your what I looked at their squad.
There are teams like that who are beating us in return
exactly so my point is that when you talk about no omo ma saying it because we didn't have a good coach and clearly we didn't have a good coach otuado de nipa ba ko pe na ne hu njo ya de nipa ba ko pe eno aniket because now coach Oshie say or Niger no na say so running coach here but now we have a good coach a coach with some pedigree I bet you so when you all bet I had then we should see how you set up his team by a team way why any friend am can was the only thing I'm no problem with how we have handled the Derrick issue because I can tell you confidently only Ninyano you know the other two the younger brother I say nationality switch near complete Obi just say nationality switch no you say complete the only reason why because some who reports we say oh nationality switch and I'm completing tina fan or say a fully complete the only reason the only people make explain a Ghana Football Association any coach
no no issues
coach no they tell me coach me didn't be grass and say hey reports in the bibriba from from a source very close to the FA top hierarchy actually we say coach now come as you because na omo travel na obebre ti obebre say omohemtini age no na oba Ghana or fly abagana until or fly abagana but if I so for Portugal also London also for you that's 6 hours and of course because 6 hours a time I plane so it means that you're going to take like 9 hours going to the airport checking in going to sit probably at the lounge sorry 9 hours we are over could defend it the squad no we are the next day he's supposed to fly to the US flight time near like 10 hours now maybe I found 2 hours at the airport what I say till you found 12 obe free obe jinawa jini bag I be or no quite so European passport so you just have to do the ETA and don't go through the long immigration queues no and go back immigration obe miles and 1 hour 2 hours now they were free no free a fly maybe or connect to car a hono about transit I connected to Mexico that some 5 hours flight. Rockable game, no we no some fly every Aqua Wheels. It means that you have to fly from Mexico back to the US, fly from the US to Wales. Wales we need to be a direct flight from there to another one could see be London, Heathrow, and ABB, no atwaswa. And son no boy new year or Bagana Babe announce the squad. And then Chomo Philly say and the coach no break. Omoga say obeba Ghana be na so squad na san wako Wheels no and Chomo say no mo yes and yes let's excuse the coach but no na nipa bi nso say enye sanete nipa bi nso say coach no mu squad and members bi dey o ma be shima no ni mo hwe cause the players they be free mu because nanye international friendly deal and also no side team no obi anyo na friend no guguji ni bako and mo yes and say dey attend ya dey into under 23 into Black Meteors.
Okay, into
Black Meteors there. There's no friend Black Meteors coach. It's your uncle. deɛ ma nipa bi agye saa asɛm na di ne sɛ tiw deɛ ma nipa bi agye saa asɛm na di ne sɛ coach ni yɛ excuse no na or assistant 3 or dem di na chi bai enti sɛ ɔno ni yɛ excuse na sɛ ni agent bi o running here and there no saa assistant 3 ado no manko anko gyina bench up woje di saa na anko gyina hɔ no wanya adwuma.
So who made the call up in the first place?
Say call up no buy almost catch as a coach no.
It's a coach no make it call up for a purpose. At least to see so being 1, 2, 3 players. Yeah. And definitely so no anqua. Na assistant will be there knowing that the time for the job is short and you want to be successful.
Yes.
So we need to investigate who made the call up. So the whole thing is a scam to Asumbacho.
Enti anu achi no. Ana enisa ne nam ya in fact ni bakona or this information na man. Oga che me say coach ni set or the amafi no did I uni. Okay, so no me can say I'm reliably informed that you did not make the squad. And I'm also the car say Kudus yet naka 55 no Kudus on can that. Kudus or you said you do London cry Korea Sabon and you catch so you said you be 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
The second surgery the number so be no. Only the car says no oh yeah that's why why is surgery the Kudus there or out. It's a coach no. Minim say any be recommended players be some of the neighbor coach no go for no one because Derrick Cohn received a call from someone at the FA. Say, now way. So the can say, "What na ye be send no so me ni Berlin, me wo Hamburg because some my bro no. Anka me go the holidays. Now say they be you ready because you the ticket bro also Oba camp, Oba Wales tea." Now, Brantian, I'm my brother. I driving from Hamburg to Berlin. I'm checking my mama. You for how long that is? Or driving from Hamburg to Berlin. No go do fee. No go bob one. Or bob one who you know. I know Frey. Everybody you say. My baby baby ticket in Yambedri. One guy just by told me do they a ticket. No man send yaman. On the ticket in Yambedri. I know Frey. Ticket in the way. And I'm so yeah train FA president. I'm go ahead. No.
Hamburg to Berlin 3 hours, 11 minutes.
3 hours, 11 minutes drive. Yes. Yeah, train. So then it begs the question, say, were people trying to convince the coach to bring Derrick? And I said Derrick was originally part of the team, but he was replaced with somebody. Those are the two.
But man, no crowd so be a recommended Derrick in my coach and Papronia money.
And American, and
watch the player.
I make 2 things. Yes, you know, a chance say either say no big pushes so Yama Derrick and Kobe. And now say not Derrick come or can squad no that.
Musu pushing the
film. And the Musu pushing the film.
Edu Biabeshe.
It's the same, no, because and yes, 7 brothers are to a still be unfriended. I'm a little maybe to be unfriended, bring ticket. Not in baby, will be unfriended. Salim to be unfriended, bring ticket. But the very moment you are called, but because and according to the source, they say the protocol, the head of protocol, Ghana Football Association, the friend, Mr. Alex Asante, say Mr. Alex Asante, the friend, the actually say he was given a list of players to call and send tickets to.
Yeah. Player no cry no say any come friend no anka say onye ready ni ticket ba and I call up him and he didn't anymore and konye disappointed.
Okay.
But once you have given me the promise that we are going to call you, get ready. Edu cry na nkanya sa call na call na kana ma me no call and kunya mai. Na am a player na bantem na sila call up na ntimi amade a.
I'm feeling disappointed because especially when Wasa drive it 3 hours, yes. 11 minutes.
And no, I'm at the Cone camp. No, truth of the matter is that they feel that he was taken out and the Baba was brought in.
Exactly the point.
That's what they feel.
It is how someone okay. See, either send a Baba there. On say Baba no neka so mo national team ni biem. Tebia no mo ni di nkoma manager tum so be Baba bo. And then come on, omuni din come on, you know, and oh so any obeba, and I fit chairman sa or second scenario, ni sana Ebiana Derrick, Edin was squad in mono. Omuvi san come and say, yes, sign Derrick. Nasa ticket, no. The protocol officer, Ensesa, and Franco Greece.
And chairman, make question back.
And young Kawi, I mean, protocol officer, you know, he acts on orders. You know, it's immediately say, let's say the man on an over for Enti then about last minute Derrick Cohn no Akobasi, I am sure that they could hear listen only more.
Surprise.
I mean, so a player. Sabi Copa Mane, if you vote in John Witchery. What you say? And then we take James Madison, or defend Thomas Tuchel. Or the England there. Obia no any bad right to say English JC. Obio England, Libya to be shaping to say, or young friend, and I from no, or no, young friend. The other players who are going to play who are English boys. Who are equally playing football. Yes.
And the victim said the next time I'm from then will be dropped. I'm why I'm from once you have
so they're going to be dropped. Kenyan news. But the circumstance
in which drop in
and the drop in the by because the boy was there, he was going to spend his holidays with his family. Ultimately what to you
see a friend.
They're very
no. Yeah, no, Yamana switching the nationality from Germany to Ghana. I'm Obama Bobby. And according to Maxwell,
he was the brightest.
Some people, I'm going to say, yeah, much as a born and said he was the brightest one.
He did so well.
Exactly.
If you're on the yes, our sister, they take about
Matthias. And I'm say, so when you now, you're framing, Kobobo. No, I took a go via Bobo. I mean, trying to use a chance. You're trying every president, or every president in trains. That communication. And when the camp of the Yukon feels say, Nani be woman, and ye, and the Baba Bishim. Meaning the Jomo dream Baba, but I'm sure because of left back, after on the new addition or Bemono. But the Kuya so they say the exclusion of the DIU. Coach, no, there were moves by people in high places. I'm recommending the day. As a coach, I didn't be. As a coach, was okay. I'll look at him. As a coach, I'll take a look at him. And also on the team, or based on performance, or based on how you are playing, to give you equal opportunity. Not necessarily your name or whether you've been a captain of the Blaster before and I say and not checking the performance for Nak Bredan. Of course, other players are ahead of him. And then decided say on for the Dinko.
As simple as that.
You squad ni blame.
But before the squad. And then I meet you come na boa mini jik ne neighbor. Na mene ne ya adwini. Bisa Andy off head. Say on your Spain national team squad first 11. One have margin of error by 1 pay. So bisa Argentina CCA ya. Say many maso off head. Yenya Argentina first 11. Ebia be 8 or 9 be the correct.
Yeah, France.
Every top team biana or prepared for a tournament, you know. I was there a month, less than a month to the World Cup, to the tournament, you know. And so we won the starting 11. Chairman, if I ask you, say based on the squad and that's now, can you name Blaster starting 11 with some few days to the start of the World Cup? If you cannot, it means you are not prepared for the World Cup. Just less than a month to the World Cup. Namia miye Ghana ni Blasters me pay. Yetia ya kasa nyina no despite say menye too much hopeful. Say Blasters be yade no. Blasters konom ko yade a I'll be happy. Mani baji ye pa. But 2010, ye ko 2010 World Cup no. Chairman now betimi akata wani 2 months to the World Cup and name Blasters first 11. Me boa. Ye ko 2006 World Cup no. Obetimi akata wani and name Blasters first 11. But squad that Yandi say me bisa say Blasters first 11 ye ASA less than a month to the World Cup no. Nobody can be able to say it. And for a team and name your starting 11 some few days to the World Cup no. Basically a train say you are not prepared, you are not ready for the World Cup. Me, I am not being pessimist. Me, enye ye unhum ni emfa unhum no. Me yana me pese me kebi. Tebia, and I want to look at the brighter side. But whilst you are looking at the brighter side, you know, not all my man phones will lower down the expectation. Na chama there be a Panama, you try to water down Panama say as a Ghana as a name individual players, you know, better than Panama. Chama Panama last 2 games or boy no was South Africa 2-1 and then 1-1. Panama the recent games are Panama boy or they bought one for the World Cup no on South Africa bought 1-1. 4 days later was actually South Africa said by 2-1. In fact, Panama equal away to Mexico. Or in Mexico share Panama just 1-0 pay. So you look at Panama games are all bona. Even Panama na the Shaping boys ebetibenya automatic air 3 points. Every Panama for hono kra no. Michelle Blaster squad we mu a adwuma na yense to be able to even beat Panama no. Chama too big. At least Panama na oko Panama for Kumomo, Momodium team Nechinidi. They can be able to name their starting 11 by now. England for Betias name almost starting 11. Anya Shekra be a -1 + 1 BD, you get it wrong. Ghana going to the World Cup, Croatia for Chama Omobo World Cup qualifies, we show more off head, Obetimia name their starting 11. Ghana, Mosiaka how many days to the World Cup? 16 days to the World Cup. Chairman, Blasters lineup, can you?
I can try, but
you cannot.
Let's a few right.
Panama and Bolivia, 1-1. Chairman, Panama, El Salvador, SN 3-0. And you think that Panama, no, Chairman, because of many household name, no, as a team, as a collective unit. World Cup, Chairman. Mini vim baku mini vim this World Cup but vim na mini nintese ntimi nkoyade o. We are talking about me any squad na me hu no any teams na ni omo kwa akobo anytime we saki coach anytime we appoint coach any coach or dey ko World Cup abra team no utimu se team no onim team no and say metrase Ghana ni biam kran oh see be akoyade honestly speaking I'll be giving such people air force hope ye kone akoyade they have beaten my expectation me say Ghana akoyade I want them to prove me wrong but until that happens team no more
Jamo performance
okay, Fadian Badami,
performance. Baba is not that bad. Let me put on record. The last time he played Black Stars was 2023, 3 years ago. And season winning 26 games or share 5 goals. And Ohe Pauka, Oman Jehre, but they were third in the league, you know. Con on the other hand, 27 years, 29 games, he scored 1 goal. But my question is still a basse. Yani ekasensia ye pe players ye wo mo amonani who are ready to want to play. Into bia bebo na we show the brightest sporter. Why is he omitted? And again, Chris now who can be coach who are on an eduma air for pass. Say Ghana by. He's the coach and the profile so on an eduma air for patch. Do you know why? Ye call World Cup crane, ye call ye say 1 game cry, ye beka say oh one man them. There are so many excuses already there for the coach when he fails. Onim team ni 1 man them. Even if you focus on the age, until to a lot of excuses, and that shows that Young saying himself, World Cup, we are not going to do it. World Cup, Ghana just 1 win crowd will be okay with the coach, and they make automatic because we already said, say Croatia, England, bad in Tabia, Panama, and you call him. So what it means that when Panama beat us, Ghana just see a beefy. It's in a Jumano very, very easy for him. People are also saying, say, oh, so World Cup, Crano, and Yadia. AFCON. Chairman, has he won the AFCON before? No. So what is the surety that he's going to win? No. We had somebody who had won AFCON before, played FIFA Confederations Cup to the final. We rejected him. And we brought the FU so ye good. They were ranked 2nd in the world. We played top teams. They were still able to grant some results. So he needs to get us results. So if it's all about say, oh, yenko, yanya di enye, and go to onko Bombay, yebani afa new coach no abere yabere AFCON. It's a match from a position there. No, to whom match is given, match is expected because a emergency issue. All this which he deserves. Ye man the number of assists or deserve it. Ye local assistants crack can. Or no, I say, or no one taking care or making the team ye be taking the squad. Nobody should tell Ghanaians to say say ye kona anye ye kura no chairman enye no kura because coach bi obekọ World Cup Ghana anye bia no to aso ye bibia.
Okay, yamcha squad no Saturday obi ha onye hu ye na yemobo goalkeepers no 5 goalkeepers. Benjamin Asari from Accra to Folk, Lawrence Atizigi from St. Gallen, Joseph Annan St. Patrick's Athletic, Solomon Agbesi Accra to Folk, and Paul Reverson from Ajax. Ajax. Okay, I know goalkeepers no. Defenders no Baba Abdul Rahman, Gideon Mensah, Marvin Sanaye, Ali Duseidu, and Abdul Mumin. Rayo Vallecano. Jerome Opoku from Istanbul, Besiktas. Okay. Okay. Jonas Ajete. Wolfsburg. How many Jonas Ajete? In fact, they've been relegated into the German Bundesliga 2. And now Paderborn show me 2-1. Into your team there.
Therefore, come by 3.
Your team the relegation.
Okay, last time I'm a 2.
Last time I 2.
Where do I 1? Your team the relegation for okay. 80. The team said Jonas Ajete from Wolfsburg. Kojo Pompepra from Nice. Alexander Jiku. Sparta Moscow, Elisha Owusu Oze, Thomas Partey Villarreal, Kwesi Sibo, Real Oviedo, Augustin Boache from Saint-Etienne, Caleb Yirinchi from Norgerland, Abdul Fattah Ishaku, Leicester City, and also got a relegation for no. Prince Kwabnedu, Victoria Plaza. I think this guy will be the revelation of the World Cup. If he's able to play the same way he played against South True Friendly's boy and the way he played. Yeah, his work rate is fantastic. Say, Inaki Williams from Athletic Bilbao, Jordan Ayew from Leicester City. These are the players who representing Ghana. Representing Ghana and you're friendly against Wales. No? You be 2 Ephraim. 2.
We are near the World Cup now.
This is the team for
like you say, me be free no be goalkeepers. Goalkeepers the yemfa.
Goalkeepers are 5 in team 2.
Yeah, the 3.
2 no so me shempa. Me ya hu 2 no. Paul Reverson they say you didn't ban here and say that's so you young boy. Don't say be ever see a tiny up for the future. It's on for the future and friendly no, friendly no. You time na dakaka near their time. So what I say.
Yeah.
Aha. Joseph Hernandez on their time already.
On Anande ne Agbese 50-50.
Anambeko.
So on there be the Okoyina on there be on what's the side. Okay.
Agwesi Inti 2 and likely some beba.
Na obo Augustine bi wo.
Augustine Boache.
Me no Augustine na ka say Augustine Okra.
Never Augustine.
Ghana Premier League
Ghana Premier League
GACA president media manager not long ago man declared a better story 27th April 2026.
One of the best leagues in the world.
Ghana Premier League is one of the best leagues in the world. One of the best leagues in the world. We are going to the World Cup. The first and the second top scorers of the league did not make a squad list. Augustino Crash, how many goals? 15 goals in the Ghana.
Now it's set. Major 5 players who move boy. Me Jampobi. Brendan Thomas Asante Menkai. Antoine Semenyo and it's Nyama Christopher Babu. So I'm happy for this guy, man. I'm really happy for him.
On the book at Sian. Massive.
Okay, and Kamadin Suleiman. It's Kamadin. Jumano. Jumano. Me and any the hands of my players not at the moment. When the Madonna be any to Monam mobile. Because you can your Marcos or Camp Watchra. Says the players bomb back. Move team relegation. About Camp by Isaac. Move team relegation.
League 2.
I say Ishaku. From sources, they say the last time the team went to camp again, they had 2 friendlies. They said, "You're more somewhere here, not Arrow." Chef, if only behind something, that similar thing was said about the prior when I woke up and they call Japan friendlies. Monaco, They say Salisu. They say Salisu. Salisu at the point or not, they told ticket free. Well, I wanted to leave. Hey, when they tell you the things that happen in camp, our boys EB. Tina, coach Remy does all by as a discipline. You only play with players who are ready to play for him and the nation. Boys EB will have to change the attitude. Me and Katom say, Unimbo, who the team co-relegation, who's Unimbo? Who team, who do you marry? Who team or battle relegation? Who the team relegation for the battle relegation? From Kwa.
Selection, I say.
Yeah, all say 4-3 battle relegation. Jonas Ajete relegation. Ishaku relegation. Jordan relegation.
Sibo
relegation. More relegation for Timuba. You see, this is the time for you to play. Now, my must say, going into next season, teams will want to sign you. What I say? So, I mean, you have everything to play for. And you are going to play against the Bengals. 77 Predators. Hurricane in China. Now, who is Shagu? Share. Hurricane in China. Jonas Ajete with China. Jordan, you with China. Hurricane. Oh, what should go say this season?
61.
61.
61.
Obviously, over 60. On China.
Or the deal.
Utim. Bon, come and say that you be monam collegation.
Puskas Goal of the Year contender.
Now Puskas Goal of the Year. On said your mom tied you out here listen. You'll be at
you Ronaldo money we anchor.
Let's see
that Debbie.
No Puskas are on.
Obi or Taiwan to me.
Now Taiwan for you to
and you know about the money matches, so watch the Puskas Goal of the Year contender pay.
Contender, yes, a watch crowd.
Now more you handle. Let me share squad in the muscle.
Yeah.
There are certain times ABL strikers in the crowd and fire. We bet you wingers be any made for this. They can equally contribute goals.
Yeah.
Blaster squad edukui. Chairman, do you have confidence in the wingers and attackers any made for the set in the event that me attackers manage do
attackers? It depends on how we set them up.
Okay.
But until coach na me set up. I know a lot of Ghanaians will not be happy with me, but Sani Commission set it up, no. Attack him coming.
I can say opinion there.
Oh, of course I have my opinion. Sabi
we ain't being gathered against your opinion.
We one opinion e papa chumi. You be a chena Ghana you be there. Na me dey come set up team na the attack. Prince Edu Kwabena will lead my attack.
Yeah, that guy.
I place Semenyo either on the right or the left. In fact, right and left there, Semenyo and Inaki. I'll play the two of them like that.
Okay, so the front three be
Semenyo, Inaki,
and the Prince Edu Kwabena.
Edu Kwabena, I'll play party. No matter Kalibirinchi, any Sibu as
base.
In fact, Sibu no. Near catcher and says Sibu.
Now say red card be now could be your patch.
Near catcher says Sibu.
We are Kevin Jackets and Sanoya.
Near catcher Sibu. Then chair do Bobby Drahan. On the columns, Munya Bona, would you pass it? Would you take an idea about my party? Would the bomber
just win the ball?
Win the ball not for party. No go every. And yes, so that is him going out. What I say? Welcome. Also, because of the insurance packages, the FIFA treaty, when players are injured, no, the referees are going to be very hard on our tackles. So, all the match, there's a team now.
I get the best at it.
Jonas Ajete there.
Best at it. I'm going to train in Sangunechi.
Came up of the moment, a Jiku. I just want to say
in Jonas Ajete ni Jukuno a new partnership at the World Cup.
David Jonas Ajete Jukune Abu
Mumin. Mumin also Prayo February and also getting
back. But February is all back from February to next year. I mean, Cameroon was all prize. So she's going
into them. So why in Finfia anymore? It's center back. Why is center back? Baba Raman ahead of Gideon Mensah.
Baba never bought.
How they can be Gideon because of Gideon defended better.
But Gideon is consistent since Baba Raman coin on my good game in there.
Anything is a coin by the body. Number 7 says Sunday go find by almost say
two.
It's a say no. Only I do say okay.
And so say two. Caleb Crase and which they are meeting one right.
I'm saying Caleb is on about you are my.
Nali de say
na Caleb since oba black stars ya be obotu
one motu we be ni 50
I say coach e ma waje say man mo na coach ni ko jina to
black stars ya obotu
Caleb na botu
coach ba ko no nya de coach ba ko no nya de na player ndenti afre wo ni team so obo 50 o kama o to go botu
en me no nya adwen Arsenal players as in Shenku or clubs side or different rule or national team or 18 bonus number 10
because that trainer the bono no here Man City nani Arsenal about trade to the midfielder. That is why Luis Kelly has able or your team has shifted into midfield easily because anytime the team is attacking you drift into midfield now the all corner yeah, coach no coach no him say dey na it on no dem so hu so you no be to
ye ma coach ni benefit koja Samoa say koja Samoa was a 10 player number 10 woni mbo ni pia but koja Samoa about 3 pay
yeah 3 na no boy yeah you should as a wing back now you left back
Caleb na ya friend no ye midfield na ya born right back
side midfield your money midfield I know okay yeah chacha ya again coach na ne by see hu and I wonder why Ashmir was not called because said the king midfield no we need someone like Ashmeru a player who carries the ball with him
Ashmeru de minimbo ni aye wo mu
only Joseph Pencil
I don't think so only Joseph Pencil and Ashmeru is a boy he was one of our brightest players you know yani Mexico no
chairman he did so well Senate team be movie obi ahwe sa match me kwa me honestly chairman I thought say sa squad we no bebem because ball na dey no boy no Unu say ono ye one player among omo no mbonya no exceptional. The qualities no. The control the 10 how he move it no you clearly see. No kradam ka say be o pride to go lose sa name nyina but he still has it. But ya Franco.
I mean the same old players, the same old faces. New coach, maybe we are going to have a different, feel of the team. But the answer and the requirement in the bra. Na yenhwɛ ne nka wasɛm but yeguso ka Andy oya plumber there's good news for you mamemfa ade ma giants and yes ejai ne mbeko de ejai na botre na wayɛ yi kakra mame onse enye da bia ne yi sa etoda etimi fa so etingakaka ai ngakaka be it say green box suite for SN country bia say oya plumber it say the new technology about and they say ubia use no a green box with na ye ba be training ediama plumbers ewo asante memwa enti oye plumber na say obeso sua say this year because he said they say abaso is obi use said they installing this animal nyina ye number we free na register me so ye niska e free but the registration is that you sorry be reserve seat. It would be no number now the aba on Saturday exactly 10 a.m. Golden Bean Hotel Ahojo and the Jumedi cost of Friday the 29th of May the 29th of May Golden Bean Hotel Friday 10 a.m. lunch will be provided it will be free training and everything near summer lunch to register the number to call is 0546 541 853 0546 541853 0546 541853 a green box switch a 1-day training workshop for all plumbers until oya plumber na so how the new technology is installed yeah more free training you training free yeah aduma na wa ya use yeah more free training so be obey wetimi ayeni yeba so on Friday 29th a Golden Bean Hotel exactly 10 a.m. Until if I green box abrofuni nyina na efuni nyina eba abe church mo said you must see ebedi surgery nyina free of charge unchahwe and you can see us come on area come on many material reactions I hold from Black Stars call up no anyone some you say echna baso European final baako baso
but Champions League they say
I said to final on Saturday
final they say
baby aye ko
they say final na yakwan obia yegyina yakwan baby Arsenal fans no over when your Arsenal colors yegyina yakwan I'll be mommy against was mobile against Calais. Yes, I'm the com.
Yes.
Can you be any of a Hoya Santinos?
Yeah.
They say, Dini, say
1759.
1759.
Yeah.
They say, Dino, no.
Yeah.
But said a baby easy, no. Caneno. I want to make a friend of Santinos.
Oh, they also about HFM. City Star.
City Star building up Sitona. Yes. Can you be any friend of Santinos?
Yeah.
I will use supermarket.
Yes. Yeah, the giant screens are born here 4 until you need big LED.
Yeah.
It's a Cassia AC. Now, you're the born. And I mean, Bibia.
I also the chairman say, "Oh, the
Bibia. It is 1759.
Yeah.
1759 is the place.
Yeah.
Honor a UEFA Champions League. Pure Sports. Yen na ye konyene mababe game near live commentary. Near the Abramo radio so. It is 1759. Me say me can near chimse Caneno
Santinos.
Honor near for Santinos.
Yeah.
Change neighbor Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans. Let's gather. Nessa ombe de tete so. Young gather near momus ye near break. And we are on our way to writing history. What I say? Okay.
Tete there.
Oh, we
are now a PG to text. They say I don't be Arsenal for text no more time. Say Omuna champions of England, beside champions of Europe.
Champions League in media. Yes, we do my best.
No, what you
do? Okay, yeah, come on.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Right, I be so fun. TNU come on, I am for latest no frequent phone cross. No, here for you enter us live on Pure 95.7 FM. Of course, I'm on Facebook and pay a Pure FM TV. And latest, you know, it's me. Can I said UEFA Champions League home come on? Here the Champions League stories. Never sounds like a World Cup. No, here be the come. I'm sure say from the FIFA World Cup. Now me for we enter come me Iran for our team. No, now I'm on command per report. I mean, second say Iran. Many updates say the FIFA and so now confirm me. Say Iran, our national team babies, our Mexico, essence our American Alpha. The attendance initially, Nankomoko Piemo, and so Arizona. Name said in Mexico, may not report that America for 1 year won't ever deny visas at the Iranian players. No, Dodwana and so into Diamante, and it's in Penfortunas, and I say Ubremo, and so Iran, our air international, woman FIFA, and so agrees a World Cup, and yet there's a qualifiers, some qualifier, on Betrafi, World Cup on by name of the good thing, and it's any American quantity about World Cup, and and so our combats, our Mexico, nothing games, and certain of Diamante, and it's over Piemo, and so our Tijuana, now on a Mexico team, and I say Iran team, no, woman's babies, Amania, and certain come up for the FIFA, I World Cup, no, and I said a home come and so Mammy, I am not a DR Congo, almost team there, Nayan Command pay report, I mean Saka, and it's not a Fikofa, and a DR Congo, football federation said here, Oba Ghana, Mediano NCGF, Mania reports a DR Congo, Unse, Ebetoya Sama, Ebola, no Asama, also, and so our minor, your former DR Congo, and you say almost a bad day, name of the Mete, and you say a similar to M. Perifonas, F. Perifono, Wamu, and FIFA, and so all the emergency meetings, Ama Demete, and it's a dear players, Nadia, woman, and Subako into a checks, I would do, Demete, and it's a players, no, Wama Clown, I'm also Piemo, I am not the USA for the games, Nemum, Demete, and some supporters from ADR Congo, no, so say, everybody, pass all your fun, now, your DR Congo, now, it's all America, Demete is a strict protocols, and also to go to sort of take it, Demete is almost starting, take it a refund, out of Sanuso Shashi Aquaswa, yeah, there was some Emma, we report say, yes, DR Congo for Mashasia, Metas almost a visas, and the American, wɔn adi na wɔn ɛyɛ visas because of ɛyɛ Ebola outbreak ɛpiem ɛnso DR Congo ɛyɛ deɛ ba yɛde wɔn nsɛm ɛma mo ɛnso dwumadi no so mame ɛyɛ Coca-Cola nyɛ ne nkɔma no pɛ Coca-Cola ɛyɛ one of the sponsors sɛde ma FIFA event ope ɔbɔma sponsor ɛyɛ FIFA ɛde ɛkyɛ paa Coca-Cola for ɛnso ka o mame fɛn to yɛ sɛ World Cup no ɔmo de new ɛyɛ bottle ɛnso ɛba sɛdeɛ unim sɛ Coca-Cola bottle esi ɛtɛ no they are telling say because of the World Cup any ɔmo sponsors ɔmo wɔ the World Cup no they are telling say ɔmo design new bottle why they say ɛyɛ ball ɛyɛ World Cup ne ɛkɔbɔ ɛni nti sɔrɔ saa bottle wɛ ya answer a round the camera and say just a football and an eternal and so come and to say and just America now World Cup is a commercial refresh with a Coca-Cola you may sabot way and a diamond area jabetia yeah the ones and Emma and so Jumadino Center now World Cup I just call the ones and pay not ya cancer a branch of friends at Daricon Ninia and so take it to a poster one was a Jabi the Effie say Mammy Alfonso Arola I am a wife one and so to say and as go to France team no Alfonso Ariola and then is a France for Atons and so their friend Amel said and send a on so Manirano Echo Instagram also ni mama wama ama ni kuno and so ko World Cup na osem ne nipa ayam yenu and a yes adwuma nyina de de kan ayo panye friends Grand Porter and bio ayo panye friends Nuno Espirito Santo na osem message ni asem say from fighting for success to ending in relegation a complete collapse. Credit to Porter for the early part of the season and Nuno for how it finished. No World Cup this year earlier. Thanks, Coach Nuno. And Baba Alfonso Ariola Nere and just on taking a poster. One also take a swipe on two coaches. So Abuka Ubi and Amani Kuno. Yeah, when I'm Gombano, now I'm going to have a different goalkeepers and for West Ham United. Now, now for team eco relegation. Somebody money so World Cup also on the crew and Minko and a report and so to ja the other one some Emamu Ewo Jumadino na according to a poly market for why and edge a World Cup no somebody and na obotomo just obo chances nso dia ba na the latest edition of the no obo try no so mo we say a World Cup squad obi ade beba no and so obo de beba mame fan to say there ebi mo chances as mame fa and to according to poly market for no so one them our higher chance so about the World Cup pen squad really release no France our chances 18% so far almost squad about and ya catch us the Spanish national team and so name the squad say Spain and so about 17% earlier not Spain almost 16% after saying no name squad no almost Luis de la Fuente coach no any players or do moko na say ya say woman sukuta 17% mami fan to say England and I mean squad and ano Omudiano 11%. Samson of Portugal and so 10% according to Obia squad or the World Cup no and you're doing some Edemamu Ewo Sano pay and Edisami Admochana and UEFA Conference League final and so air cosina a club na you're from secretş Palace one any Rayo Vallecano and the Besiakai Mame Vallecano almost supporters no another pay you're for baby almost stadium no and so I was Spain Mame Fantugas Amu Airton take it na take it omu tonya and say mo muntimi kopie mu enso the final game na mo beka Spain omu ton take it wo mo be yi ball no giant screen sadia and a pure FM Aram I was 1759 wa makom nyachese akoyi dia no dia and so omu sunyame admo na omu be yi aye ball omu stadium into your fan na person ba club no omu stadium game bia I was so to take it yes and no pay pictures about Montini Patoma woman so EDQ so I just some to take it and so the final game no I will team so our stadium no anya singo to and Vallecano de benche and it's a Vallecano team like Sankasa woman abun take it online time ya just woko no akoto aya physical takers no akoto ano pay ni Patom and so line up amudi so bia pay tickets for the final and diaba UEFA Champions League like Sankasa mami PSG Mefoda your friend is a Vitina what didn't come out and your UEFA Champions League now abukobu say the same So someone Arsenal and about a Champions League final. Not Arsenal last year. Musha Arsenal. A group phase. No Musha Arsenal. So some person so Arsenal Biamana and a Vitina say way a different way a Champions League final. Now all can last year Jana. No just say I don't stage without us here. Final the final and Tibia want to make us straightforward. One more peers. I don't say so more question Arsenal on to me. Commander, and I play France Vitina, and I'm every sound commander pay. Young club of France, AC Milan, so say Milan, a them, Mammy Fawe, and together Milan, Omun Penny for the Bianra, the Achem, and it's almost Sakini for AC Milan team, the one. Jameton is a coach of France, again Maximiliano Allegri, and Penifon and Yapam said, and Amidika from last week, and an American Allegri, Omejano Quanra, Roma confirm is a Maxi Allegri, woman no answer, Jameton and is a chief and second officer ayo panya friends George ayo Fulani wanu so anra omagina so apawo panya no mame friends go say director sporting director your friends Iglatari wanu so omagina kwan and the head of scouting or reference Geoffrey ayo Munkanda and so penifora pamini before and anra Milan club no omajo munyina kwan na omupam penifo no and Milan supporters ayo Milano na me ba try for me ko Milano banners omadi aba no omuso mo catch penifo na almost like a sunny performer. So I did enya na enye and just enya no nsanya na wo sakia e was so sakia from head to toe. Any cause so a single person and so minina and say almost a sanya no nsanya na pamu coach ma pamu CEO ma pamu sporting director na ma pamu head of AS Scouting na e was Zlatan Ibrahimovic on some pamu no and I report I mean circa yet emamum e wo dwumade no se ne section of AS supporters na the banner Sakobo, so Amon Pamos Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ebimo answer the counter banner echo. I almost say, Tim Nemono, Tari, and your reference Allegri, woman, and I had the only real I am men. Ibra, and just another Ibrahimovic, and evil, and to say Mokano, Sene, Mapamo, and your coach, and name Opinina, your friend is a Tari, sporting director, Ibrahimovic, and almost the real devil. Ibrahimovic say a real man with team the ma one ya pamomo dear sabi yebeka say oya bonsa oya beifo no one ada so to almost amon pamo bia eno aye deba ya the one some eba mo enso dwumadu St. Milan dia wo kwa anyasem ko tokra wa Milan menya reports almost shortlisted for aye coaches tesa ba ko na Milan be select no for next season Demetem and is already one more contact or reference Andoni Iriola former aye bomb of a coach no Milan omo contact that's omo contact is our coach no mami fan to get Xavi Hernandez one of some Milan for no air consider no ebio ay Oliver Glasner one of some consider no and a reference Mauricio ay Pochettino ay one manager Milan air pair after World Cup no one US we ya one enso betia ba no abeya juma e dia Milan team no and ay update am second the other one some emamu e wo juma de no se na makacho say CEO omo pamono sporting director omo pamono Demet and it's a bus sporting director Rona Mina report say ora your friend say Chico Bragestan and a former a Man City one sporting director or City and fear do and we are director Edema Sport and as a club from some Man City Chikri Bragestan Milan episode fano Emanabe the new sporting director Edema Milan team no and I Demeter no eba I see you say CEO position no ora your friend say Giorgio Fulani echo and also the maintenance Omako Liverpool open your friend some Michael Edwards you say the Milan team is Michael Edwards omunyana and come up also the new CEO and former club from AC Milan and I report and so to yeah there was some emamu ewo so West Ham United team no menya reports and call for the championship abokono yes omusika sem ayabasa na also club no etimi raise around 150 million pounds from a player sales said abaya on bet your balance club no obu books na munya kra eka enso our club anymore and to say about bet your balance books no just our top players say Gerard Bowen Abrantia friends some Matheus Fernandes any players be so a draw from Modemete and it's our players team Everton winning because also raises the cam and see the balance of books no and I report Toja yet Emamu Ewo so Chelsea team no and a new coach Alonso yes Chelsea Akon Newcastle so I will pay 2 midfielders from Newcastle United now a branch of Francis Sandro Tonali one Bruno Gamaro say 2 midfielders and the Newcastle United to the Chelsea say our pesa players not there yes Alonso as well pesa midfielders no and it's Alonso pass say Chelsea so pesa the Alonso pep ya no more Edemano and it's 2 players no Chelsea Ekore so Amun Sabetina Tonali and a branch of Francis Bruno Gamaro and a later sentence to Toja yet Emamu Ewo Sudru Juventus one owner ayo penya friends John Ekan na John Ekan me nya report so penya nkasa yes onwan kasa askato aye meeting opeso share aye coach Luciano Spalletti and openya friends Damian aye Komoli obumie no aye mpanifo adema Juventus team Juve unqualified for UEFA Champions League yes aye John Ekan epeso omo reshape their responsibilities say Demente and it's a coach no woman epeso omo man so aye responsibility about aye transfer market now players Juve Everton players Juve Everton kwama bakono woman so epeso coach no and oye in charge no and the final I say in terms of your transfer and aye openya friends Luciano Spalletti and you didn't come and so to meet the better so and the Vincent company aye coach at Man City and I say at club you're from Bamunchi Debete and it's a coach and I say almost season or next season pre-season started July 20 a day after FIFA World Cup final on the 19th of July Vincent company essay World Cup now the next day or start the pre-season training and the players no wow bako World Cup ni bo wintimi ko bi no also to mission and so sa eno ayede tia ya the one some Emamu Ewo Jumedino so openya friends Abel Ferreira one aye Palmeiras omo coach menya reports a club no they say they comable I find aye coach no $15,000 ne bond ne say yes now no Copa Libertadores game back kwaswa one say coach Abel Ferreira and using the middle aye finger at the actual on one kasa the player on the middle finger obi use I attend what I say until as coach na yes I no na comable almost say cameras e captain unacceptable and so almost football and I'm not say almost so much $15,000 and so from a federation and I temete mama fa we enter as Savinho a player at the Man City club no Demet and it's a city for na jetum sa kra na mfa obudi free Girona eba no potential minimum our Man City and yet there's a fire. Many reports on Tottenham of January. What call for this same player Man City for Anton. Many reports Spurs. Eberson Soko say Oya Savinho. What more correct on Sabetia Cano and Ediate Champions League final Ebaso. Mame Jumtunia. Your friend said Drake. Now Otis said Drake. Final game with us not Drake. I could try better. But mostly baby or Tetra Kono Omutelusu. Jermaine said Drake. Akocha Arsenal for $450,000 which our Arsenal team no omachi and was say another separate air bird and it's a Bukayo Saka either so beshaku and also by assist and also $150,000 or sounds adiatoso and no a Drake and it's all kababa not just around $600,000 and a Drake and your coach bet one and your Arsenal so much Champions League and number 2 and it's a Bukayo Saka either so benya goal and also benya assist and I Saturday final no and I update aba yeah the one some Emamu and so Jumedino Sene Mami coach and friend Mikel Arteta nano Sunday yes Emra Arsenal for G League ni we our free sales and so back to North London I just on to any generation and rather than anajo omo and so have a private event na private event no coach and friends Arteta and event na say Jose Kroenke and opinion friends Stan Kroenke and I say Arsenal omo penny for the P say Andre Berta no mean and so as Emra players no and so Germany we no now ayo coach no and so the team them penny for and so I have a private event and Arteta na the coach just say on Saturday Arsenal are champions of Europe na sa video no and so babonte any Arteta and the Premier League title no sa video na babonte yes Arsenal for it omo jenipa leaking that video no because say na a private event many cause the course so a event na so any cause pie enti ene amuso we pa o leaking that video and so want especially any part na ateta cause Saturday one be champions na ya sama oka e dia club no e mpani for the pair and temete Manchester City and one ye omo parade and so many Conquer City edge true trophies FA Cup and a Carabao Cup omo set me can one and so a be because no reference a Pep and so a free team no and so to me uram e will Cup Live Arena not just any and so cause my momenta you say City for omo to Tomba so now Man City players no Antoine Samayomo omo to open to bus no NPA ba no and Man City players no omo pop champagne and just almost celebrate aya Barca ya branded the camera FA Cup and Carabao Cup aya winners 2026 and omo de bantu ade na FSA Manchester City aya supporters no dodo na enso be pie mu e wo dwuma de na se e ma ne ma enso timi ya kama ade ma omo na edra Manchester City won invite former players ever Pep Guardiola the time na omuye players at Man City and omu invite omo na interestingly o reference Vincent company and so PM ever juma de na company juma and o reference Pep Guardiola na mama company emra company but you so that trophy sana 2018 Premier League trophy no South trophy no Vincent company and this trophy ebaye and just a Pep one and so be the fairway to coach France Pep Guardiola and a latest report about some commando ya didn't Emma and so medicine to company one equita trophy no company and I just say oh him trophy and so ya don't some else ya Pep Nemano one and the community show no answer by and jet and I would say no Saj Median Aseno Mame or reference Pep Guardiola Abubakai so last season in a momenta na Man City ko Emirates Stadium na over game and I use a Pep onu nko ate obi antene nchen ena Pep ene akonya edin komo Pep ene obi kasa but cameras never no obi anto but Pep ene abre church nsem de kira akonya no ena no Bernardo Silva ekoje microphone ena so person obi sa Pep question baako eni agenda da screen so Pep ene odin komo no ena Bernardo Silva say person obi sa Pep say okay say saade we esie na person obi so no ena na Pep ene edin komo no when I know Casa goes ever seen there, or one Casa or Tiasia, and I is sure, said the pardon and tells you why not Pep any didn't come and when we saw Pep say, our answer to our question, and was no answer, only answer be and I coach a friend of Pep Guardiola, and you didn't want some answer, no, or me event in the camera, and Momodija, I coach in the crying. And now we know Casa in the history of the Premier League, you know, there are two coaches are woman answer at me, and that's one win percentage. I was no say Pep there, Juma party only abebu e Premier League no Pep Guardiola abeju na 10 years no mame fa we entugas oye the highest manager okuta na so the manager okuta highest win percentage e Premier League mame fa we entugas 269 games our win percentage of 70 Sir Alex Ferguson ever 810 matches the win percentage is 65 Jurgen Klopp ever 209 games the win percentage is 63 Jose Mourinho about 217 matches the win percentage 59 and some Wenger about 475 the win percentage 57 now so Pep no otimo kra eno ayedeba yet ema e show mama Enzo Maresca na eni kuma ya culture say Maresca and be replace Pep Enzo Man City mama fa we and together I confirmed or rather signed a 3-year contract at the club from Manchester City just from summer ekosi 2029 June into new chapter and so chance enter kra opinion and so as coach at the club from Manchester City after Pep and so jawa or econo and ayediaba yes emamo ewejumedro sanra mo mutie show no na me Spain omo World Cup squad no Luis de la Fuente de Bayero and I'm breaking squad and so them no player from Real Madrid Abranche friend said Dean Harrison no player that's why expectant so better go World Cup in Buanko not Dean Harrison and a reporter in second said no and you say website to be our IG City omuko posti unofficial La Liga team of the season na onu dun Heisen ni din eka ho ena akwa no nso koye repost say ye kwa World Cup mu select players amount man ka ho enem obi a nsamen so me wade mo ekonka ye players a omu ya in La Liga me come back to no unofficial team of the season La Liga team of the season nem akwa no ko repost here e won story enum tiapa ye de some answer to ja mami owura friends Bori aye Fati enu ye Ansu Fati ne papa na Ansu Fati papa say na dia na Luis de la Fuente aye ne sa no na aye forwards attackers odo mo ko World Cup no and oye better this season Adechen Ansu Fati ewo Monaco me ewe Ansu Fati no struggle enso Barcelona mo akra no ewo Monaco ko the numbers ne baba say forwards odo mo ko say one Ferran Torres Monsters of players and Oyazabel any ate asewe ne bano ne modemo enso wosoro e de chance forwards Spain e de ko World Cup mo nyina ne bano e wosoro de chome memo omanfana nko enum tebeti na bacho dare mami abrantia your friend say Ibrahima aye Tunkari sanso ena Sergi aye Manyas obeyan koda mienu oko aye Spain under 17 e wo ena omo na enu omo mo first game e wo under 17 euros no Spain Estonia by 4-1. The first goal assisted by Ibrahima Tonkari. One Barca La Masia. Second goal no Sergi Mayas. One La Masia. Third goal assisted by Ibrahima Tonkara or La Masia. And a fourth goal and so branch friends Ibrahima Tonkara La Masia. And a Barca for the say. And no Omultin say Munu be the for someone tells time there is Spain tournament no master Barca players and a diaco na run through baby enko danim enim penifo nya Barca for the say we ni mu a monko henra Omunko da mienu from La Masia eniama womu enso the Spanish under 17 team no enso omu Euros no enti se wonim na se woto na wo ka de opa hwenkra performance enon temeti Mauricio Sarri menya report Atalanta adwuma no yese Mauricio Sarri ono na mpelifo man after say womu epamo Rafael Palladino say ayo reference Mauricio Sarri former Chelsea coach no wono ene kofa Atalanta adwuma no enso tibaye man fa into yase Lazio enso ade adwuma no ade ama Gennaro Gattuso enso a new coach 2 years ade ma club no from some Lazio enu ayetiete Xabi Alonso bana waba Chelsea no debete ene say João Pedro enso sorry yes João Pedro no they all anyone say Barca for the concrete say Barca for epe no say Barca for the ba na omo peno a no kra ene say akoda no ebe kan Chelsea for so munya no kwan ma nko and a report I'm in second João Pedro. Yes, on the Barca, player, plan A, a branch of friends William Alvarez, plan B, João Pedro, and sir, Barca for no echo a Chelsea war, not club to club, catch Chelsea for now. Say Chelsea for the someone test a crazy boy, no, I decided on one casa ever simple aqua Chelsea for no say, Officer Obijano Emaniko, not just walk a Barca because Barca need a team on your bubble, and a report about Tuja. Don't some Emma na Christian Romero Tottenham Hotspur Diamante and Chelsea and so Christian Romero na Romero no you see 70 million euros just mutia na just mafa ayesa player no enso their free space Estefania William Diamante and some Nadia Chelsea for Spateno nyame admo in August and obetiasi aye park so na almost because of Saudi Intino Obamesi Chelsea started aye pre-season and manu ya Obamesi na fe omare sen ho betia to no league ne de obetia bobi enso de ma aye Chelsea team no enom aye Stefania William and e de no nsem enso de tuja owura your friends Enrique aye recall me owura we and osem obekontase Fiorentino Perez Real Madrid omo candidates and as a presidency abato no na opanyina de akwakoto ya sewe ono aye two coaches and okobasa Madrid for no to abane de mana baako and what baba ono sa Joseph Samno so Joseph Samno so ono two coaches either Obama Mujajen Club and also Raul Gonzalez Blanco or the neighbor Amanabe coach Eddie Madrid 2 managers we back on the baba Fiorentino Perez minya reports and Yami Admochana and Fiorentino Perez and super present I the candidacy and on air Demete minya reports our hotel I am Milia Castilla and Opiniano and super present I the candidacy what is a Fiorentino Perez I say or no recall me ordinary a debate we are now also command the great we are and it's a face to face I have photo shoot no I don't debate your question no I am debate bia eno debate o say debate anyway I could have friends say JC Derry Chelsea for Samba kind of crowd making a debut at Chelsea against Nottingham Forest now the same game and our crown esako praye enu frimo na unusenra akrana koye tattoo data odinya ayene 4 anaso odinya ayene debut go dem Chelsea no wakoye the tattoo idea go na ho na on the 4th of May 2026 and watch a dream come true. Next another day so pioneers obabo Ediama Chelsea first team no on the 4th of May and a sad dream and so here no ode basiono sa tattoo no date no and aye quotation and no so dia to asan komo no yet mamum and so djumaje no sende mamen fa we ent you say players are uramo ewo aye Premier League ne ma ye can say golden boot o maje do pa no on say Erling Haaland Abba already obiti say Hurricane mu nyina enso ba ye nemum de waje ne 3+ no Henry AJ4 Mo Salah AJ4 Alan Shearer AJ3 Hurricane AJ3 and Erling Haaland and Swage 3. Next 4 years no wajimu makumako aya 3. Then said the next one Obeto aya 20 any open your friends Mohamed Salah and aya Branty Adim and so Erling Bro Haaland and yet who said that Emamo and so Ewujumadi Senator Thomas Meunier on so every free Lille and as a season na be or feel or free agent and a reporter Menseka yet Emamo Ewujumadi so called Chelsea yes independent be Asha see your campaign say I was saying Nicholas Jackson Chelsea for Emma team because idea na omo from Liam Delap no omo tena say aye Delap Samoa and him gwase baba omo de nya didie Emma Abranche friends Nico Jackson and so Emra nya chase ono and so I'm a compete kama and I report I'm in Saka yet I'm a so Premier League final day I player of the week no nominees and swaba week 38 no I'm nominated Gerard Bowen Patrick Dogu Bruno Fernandes Abrantia friends Trey Ayehome Sanso and Anonymous Duke João Paulinho and Afe Ole Watkins only players nominated for a Premier League last day player of the week and I Saka yes Liverpool perform person better for Alisson Becker so be Juventus player no as a keeper no episode ko Juve for egu so aye don be bia demom yes Liverpool for no person be manako obo person o man star list for one more season and I report am Saka yeah there was some mamo enso Juventus no shashane so yes nyame admo Saturday ye nyina ye piem e was 1759 and aye awamakom enkane City adasa enkane Santinos or just audio catch you say oba a City Star that's oba asafoma over say oba to giant a screen boy na just nipadom and so one negotia na on Saturday UEFA Champions League final Arsenal and PSG match and ho and a pure your Champions League final trainer and so akwa drunti James Queen be available now commentary and so efrasie e ho honum na fi energy na to aso sebe ko ye shenko ye be be ko bia no energy na de ni nyina e 1759 e wo e ya makum enkane Santinos e ho e na ye nyina ye shia Saturday ya anopa matches e gina musa onto sabo no shane so e ma refill ball no e 4 p.m. we are 7 e 4 p.m. time no asesa match near 4 p.m. Enti so be bantem na ya je nipa eno aye de tie na be batwo we aye job vacancies adwuma ana aba na company be se omo aye nipa no ma ya adwuma omo per store aye managers enipa miensa e wo so kuta HND anase aye higher degree omo per store attendance eno so SHS aye graduate omo pe nipa miensa sanso ana warehouse aye workers eno so omo pe nipa no aye miensa SHS aye graduate and omo pe eye cleaner oba and omo hia enti omo se kwan ne so person wo apply a e wo se wo friend number we se see number of friend se see nenya kwan eye 0267 000 003 0267 000 003 ofra but obenya adwuma enso atimi aye sese friend number ne sese ndwentwen so friend sese bi ko onim ni padodo a wo mo so frɛ me no ka se ye I was some magazine koso dendende eno ye Akuyama Medical Center and Rebel Laboratories and of Frangina Company Limited and a Total Energies almost say a general health air screening wo Kumase aye some magazine and koso na ya no mo start at 7 a.m. 4 na omapo omashase on the 13th 31st na is a Sunday and omo did nyina beba na wie nti wotemi a beba cho to na mo sese aye consultation when na pese hama aye scanner and a lab test dia oba ene ahodo pi ye be nyina kama machines no nyina e was so magazine one ye be nyina kama and so they so for any other inquiries 0540 121 563 0540 121 563 na odom enkasa clean sans soap no eno bi ena de ba wo sama couch sa germs and bacteria no ebi wo wa wo mfa woni say ehu what I say na omo so ye dangerous be cho bo ho ban bo ene say wo use clean sans soap a eye GC brand na de wo nsa eno ena ebe assure 99.9% ebe kum germs and bacteria umfa woni enso ehu na ma ho enso atiato na no mka say oto a ema nkwa wontom fa otobi efama wonam for eno family because wono ma na nam da bia no mu so enyu so bi Bibia anya kama mamen ka say eye eso Upstick Enterprise adama say me no ka say mo building project na so no usi wodan ananso usi hostel usi hotel building bia usi na ubehia tiles no eye floor tiles wall tiles what the tiles every 12 foot any mekaso e dey about different colors different shapes different designs different sizes ni nyina oba obenya bi anya simkwata tiles papa and eso Upstick Enterprise for ediaba na obachi akwan any tunnel so opposite palace no dum amo 3 branches baako adjacent Jaba Jewelry ebio dum post office opposite and dum nso ase omo ben a Champagne ne palace so Abrepo Junction so opposite County Hospital mo ho over from 0244 458 542 0244 458 542 na uno enkasa ye ton adan 5 bedrooms yes ye and ye ton e wo Chronom Red Park behind Adonko and as Angel Industrial Company Limited and a year ton sa da me show yes da ni nyina awie for number we say 0545 388 553 0545 388 553 offer dino won sabet yaka Kumasi Agro Processing Company Limited bebacho omum and the Angel Kill Insecticide no and so adiaba bebacho koko akuafo edi akuafo amutie me nyina no munsa so sem unfa mretenten trase emfa enua ukoko ema kateme sere da bi sabre no atwam akatene samwo na omusai koko no obon se as a dark spot bi na abesi koko na se no use Angel Kill Insecticide no ebese samwo no nyina se ukoko no enso beso kama onu se Angel Kill Insecticide no we no ye chere say fully tested and approved by Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana no ye under Ghana Cocoa Board omagia tum sampa edro we yadru na ye adwuma pa ebio obo de ebeso doso organic liquid fertilizer enso de aba meso mo a mudua aya tosode ne tomatoes aya cabbage mo mudua aya chasemako ne sa ne ba ne nyina no munyu so ebeso doso organic liquid fertilizer we aya pure organic aya chese we use a ema no ba no ne nyina enso aya from edema anya simpeto na we uram ewo plant protection and regulatory service directorate we under Ministry of Food and Agriculture omadia tum se product we sir aya fertilizer we and also kuafo nyina mons ekabina ne ton se enya na onu se okomo a omotonton agrochemical se aya ke ba no Mr. Banman amunso kejetia ometon bi enso de ama okama na munso mo pese mutu no monfrɛ 0548 618 025 0548 618 025 na wonim penfo no enso ni nkomo mame nke say Gentemit Dental Clinic mesho obi a wanya ese problem oyo obi a obrashia na moja eba obi ho no sabi ordinary se eka bread mu a ohu moja o se no opese ye fita opese wo hye silver anase gold teeth opese wo hye braces opese wo ye extraction anase skin and polish na Gentemit Dental Clinic and also to me kokuma say obehu am ewa Brepo Junction Bantama High Street total filling station echi omubo and Accra so Nungua baby a NDC office ni wono ni opposite and ye watachman for so Maxi Market area Kenten Road 0598 731 823 0598 731 823 na when a Gentemit for enkasana fino womo hwa wo sene kama enso entimi from said be ya unkonya problems bia enso ho Afrique Logistics and Shipping services mo amoto niam from China edeba Ghana no na ne shipping problem de ma wana ene de Afrique aba eno nti woni problem omo small parcel what is omo group small packages onus eba sa wo to me service ka and a full containers dedicated of your shipping afa eba door to door omo pick up China no mo deliver Ghana de amount fast clearing hassle free customs clearance our port and also omo warehouses mienu wa China you and Guangzhou Ghana so tama and afa Kumasi omo number no sound so your WhatsApp line 0536 735 393 0536 735 393 now ni Afrique enso entum enin komo amataro mame fa first batch no ensi wana finish amo any abidafo ento aso second half de besaba ni abeyi dia ka no enso etimi edie from the German eno ye de ekoro no ye guso dwene ho Ghana.
Okay, it's a Ghana discussion in here. The team empanyimfo naming for the World Cup virtually. Only two will not be going to the World Cup. Like you say, big two goalkeepers. It's goalkeepers near five. You know, normally, I mean, tournament, you know. And you maybe idea, but I mean, another convention. Say when you are going for a tournament like that, you take 23 outfield players, now the three goalkeepers, and so akaho. FIFA crowd you say between 23 to 26, into 23 players ako. But you know, na sadebe I'll be safe ninti. Agency be no, you be expand no. Nanka 26 ni nyina no. Ya de ko Shamo US. Or say men kanche nipa o ma me say excuse no say. Na woni say Carlos Queiroz obaha no ko mezi ko muwa and obe odo defending the squad. Anyone who say en kanche say nipa ko no. Ya ga say onim de okay. Na enne o mo ye PhD. Kra o mo timi defense on Zoom. O timi Zoom. O timi defense. It is a no meeting also defending the power friend now. Not going to Zoom. Okay. Because Zoom normally interviews. And I just I know correct. It is Shamo there and so I don't know.
Oh, genuine point too.
Yes, I mean he has a very valid case. Yentie Henry Asante Chum Ninsama Oka na Yentie I say at this point on to mean the final squad but obetimi who say Carlos Queiroz per se we in the 26 no every 28 we
which like I say for now no go there and ride the baboti to say offer bako ediku and mami no yeah kai no I don't think he's out of the context of by the 1st of June 48 player non-negotiable teams of the competition. By the 1st of June all 48 countries going to the World Cup must name. We had the opportunity to name a professional squad you know been a year 28 babonti coach no epese osan ehwe enema mienu ni miense which he won the final 26 you know say CI Yakobo Wales friendly Wenum Asesha Ponso ene Yimuno ebe minim the decision of the coach whether few yao in a the 26th no until Sunday will final squad on the 1st of June which ultimately makes it impossible for you to replace Nede to mean Kase 2080 non kwana final 26 no because in football anything is possible. There could be an injury, there could be anything, but Cecilia Kasaidi is his vision to name the final squad from this 2086 World Cup.
Well, Max, I'm out.
Yeah, me too.
The final 26 will come from this squad.
That's what they've planned.
On
bearing injury.
Yes. Then Henry again. Okay, about Nyoma Omujina. So this call up no.
As at the time I will take you one and I confirm me. It's a friendly match that we never say inherited assignment. And you know say one home I was or this 2nd June friendly match against Wales. And you know the campuno or Chimumino did kind I was say prepare for Wales match on the 2nd of this month. To me show preparation out. Taking into consideration the fact that the various leagues were on leagues no bono say if he there say man on it there I was saying taken into consideration now for shit dates are over say and I was say what they and you know as you say all the two upon say if we busumi only there to swear do in which was Enra 22nd June I die any will ABC kind of Ocampo and Mantiano for the first phase of campaign. The first phase of campaign because UK Abuchimemo. The first phase of campaign also involved players are known as him in the technical team no in Yaya Beko. It two things put together because friendly match is within the period that it was announced in the finals. So Mantiano Giga one racing for against Wales. And I share Nimukai. The kinds of team first for Wales and assignment World Cup on a proper, which is in only make us say maybe I'm away one or I am for the past any other player say the one electronic and officially in the training and training Makumaku and training Thomas Asante, Jordan Ayu, Kalrenchi, Fatah Shahaku, Gideon Mensah, Marvin Sena, Jerome Opoku, Benjamin Asare. Did you see so many this thing? When only Mantia, Dumian and more a training, and indeed the coach was more and they had to do no at the day. He was also at some more matches a bit late. Those who played on Sunday have been given a few days to rest and sort out family issues before they come into. And there should be anyone there. For a player like Jiku, and then also think he was involved in Augustin Boachi, so is involved in the French League playoff with the team Santed. I think that we should be having a full house very soon.
I know Henry Asante Chumo Kasama Ghana Football Association and Nano Chichin, but on a branch of Derek Cohn, particularly, I am friend, and also Akasadia found.
That mentioned those who are not in the squad. BNY treating differently. Player they are their own name. It is the same requirements, and I apply across. Like I said earlier, Goku. At this point, it is the one of the things that makes football beautiful and is that echo footballer I make will be completely different from what you pick up. They are will be but in the end, maybe there are things we can agree on, there are those we won't agree on, which is why every single coach has a philosophy. And they won't sign a contract to lead the team for the World Cup. It is Carlos who has signed the contract, be our coach from now until the end of the world. He calls the shots, he takes a decision, he takes responsibility. Kuya, he is the boss. And Kuya, he is the boss. This point, boss thinks these 28 the players he needs. This point, Enshada, Inhiano Bebre. His focus is that once 28 players have been announced, are the players he's working with. By the 1st of June, he will announce 26, and those will be the players for the Ombeko. And Cone is just like any other player. Now, eligible, and I say now, the coach believes that these players are the people he wants at the World Cup.
Okay, enti eni asante chum ena ema sanche chimuno enso enyina Emmanuel Ajimambedu say oh, you're very optimistic. Say Ghana, say as you say the Black Stars should be able to qualify from our group. You hear the baby Jada Samoja so they are also kind to us about it. You focus on the defense. And we yapa. At this World Cup.
Yes, on paper, because when you look at the FIFA ranking, we are the West, that is obvious. Panama, if I'm not mistaken, they are 32 or 30. England, you know them. Croatia, you cannot talk about world football without them. But what I have witnessed in football is committed, prepare very well. On paper, you can win, field decide. So we have a team that we are young, some experienced players have played in 2022 World Cup, so they know the terrain. They play with them in Europe, so they know them very well. Good weeks preparation is key to our team, plus the friendly matches. With what I have seen and the new coach we have brought barely 20 days to the World Cup, it's managerial skills and the experience will help us. So I'm very optimistic.
And yeah, Emmanuel Ajimambedu, Yenti Baby Jet.
Now, it seems to not be going out. And as an experienced person, when you are home and you feel like your security is not good, to fix your security first. Make sure people don't enter before you can think about other things. So I think we should be more defensive sound in our game before think about other things. You know.
Baby Jet said defense is very, very important. Christian, I don't know and some no, but Kumasi Asante got a call. So the answer say players who I like them maintaining just 10 for next season. Asante got a call statement about on this issue of bribery and one and some no. Now for the sake of Inti, also kind kaka. Now unim say in the coming days, and I'm sure you never can watch them. The forensic audit of the African Games, no, 2023 African Games.
Yeah.
It will shock you.
Now,
I'm privileged through a very good friend of mine. Say me and them say no abruje or not in the ground or feel like Ghana or feel like Ghana or change now. It will surprise you to know that Otuado was paid from the African Games money. Otuado.
As what?
As what? Udibisa. Are you serious? Otuado, John Pencil, Fatah, Dada, any other technical team members, they were paid from the All African Games money. Now, the way you now will come back and scrutinize some of the internal transfers, some of the banks, and it will shock you. But I'm saying, statement on the Aban. Now the Yankan Wasem. Kumasi Asante Goroko on 8 players. I'm also SLC 10 players. I say 10. Well, going to be any players here meeting and club statement on the meeting with players. I say the board and management of Asante Goroko yesterday, May 25th. Okay, May 25th. Held a meeting with the players and technical team to discuss the team's disappointing performance during the 2025-2026 season. The meeting also addressed allegations of attempted bribery involving some players ahead of our last Ghana Premier League fixture. Management has commenced a thorough investigation into the matter and remains committed to uncovering the full facts. The board and management commend Patrick Asiedu for his professionalism, integrity, and commitment to the values of Asante Kotoko by promptly bringing the allegations to the attention of the club. Asante Kotoko treats issues of this nature with the utmost seriousness, and as such, any individual found culpable following the investigation will face the appropriate disciplinary sanctions. The club remains committed to upholding the highest standards of integrity, professionalism, and accountability at all times. Signed, board and management. I know your statement on the Bible thing. As something I say, see, do be kind. Oma can do meka. You go ho give you meka. Inti anoni asam de mane ha adwen. But I'm so my injo oma commence investigation. Inti encha investigations no. They be free mo aba.
Onim de asemi nyina akra enra me nam ade say mtrima say amarewo.
Jade.
Say a smaller club. Enya kukodru. So we make it attempt to bribe a bigger club like Asante Kotoko. Players. Normally say the other way around.
Yeah.
Maso, so what is Osasuna for? I bold enough say you be Real Madrid camp bribe Real Madrid players na just a Real Madrid for the chairman as o mo value no mu bibia ba fom o mo no mo nyama ba fom see a bribe a players you make attempt to bribe players and your first time I tibini normally ya na teams akese no and a try so bribe a team ketwa but we are now in a situation team no ya ketwa in fact between a team in Asante Kotoko chama the gap is too big and for such a team so when you have the confidence and have minister met me a bribe Asante Kotoko players no chama we Kotoko management member we will be na so we are worried approaching Kotoko players in the attempt to obetimi a bribe woman no say something very difficult for anybody to think about before even implementing some again wo kura say me kwakọ bribe Asante Kotoko players no and we one thing difficult for you to even think about then say obedwi one way then go ahead and try to implement it. Ada metise team bit say Paderborn in Germany. Say o ko Bayern Munich camp. Ako bribe Bayern Munich players no. Chairman Bayern Munich fu should be worried. We are Bayern Munich owner. We are Bayern Munich club BBR. We are associated with Bayern Munich. And so we say why? Why must such a club like Paderborn so confident? Some me with the capacity to bribe a Bayern Munich player. Now, I rarely saw Kotoko I release this statement. Me no me again. But what did GFA Fonga? Have the FA released a statement?
Even on six goals,
the Ghana Premier League, na ebono, the product of the Ghana Football Association. Adebiana egu league no fino. Enya Kotoko dia o. League na eboy no, enya krobia kumasi Asante Kotoko dia. Enya team bia dia. Ghana Football Association. Ena any league. And a clubs no mobile league ni bi sa fight way it should not be Asante Kotoko's fight alone. By this time I think KF need in Huajim because the brand in the Ghana Premier League no FF one dia the FA should have released a statement investigations na Kotoko ye no I was saying KF so in Huajim because league ni Kotoko dia Adebi Ebegu League no fino. It belongs to the Ghana Football Association. And by this time, Saudi by attempted bribery of Kotoko players. No. Asanka Efi, adjoining Asante Kotoko, and all other forces in trying to get to the bottom of the matter. So if you know Besine, Namente Ghana Football Association, Omunka, Awasase mi unwa, Ayami wawa. Chairman, say obi ne koya de boni bi anka efe ne betimi agina so afine a senka statement aba e ka fine be bank aba adentina ade a egu league no mfin ade a ewo the meaning how to even say it I want the ability to tarnish the whole league na ya bono ye mo efe product no Adentina sa asem no Ghana Football Association make a statement they've not made an attempt some by joining forces to even get to the bottom of it. Bribery and corruption in football no our baby but it is how our officials are Omuda association no how they deal with it make the ultimate difference. Chama the casual police scandal just tip of fool. And you'll be the mother Italian air tip of keke. And based on that tip of started investigation, got to the bottom of it, and it did not matter which club was involved. As big as you are, Juventus got relegated. and to when your source on your whisper be a F4 DHD alpha proper investigators so mo here say asemi mu a be a nyakotoko nko na team no tries or bribe wo o ma he no ye betimi atresi ahu so many class of me involved, but the FA is not interested. The FA release statement ayakwa say kotoko any try say ye be obi attempt say obe bribe wo mo. If such team succeed ya enka otimi nya ni way ewura mu a ekade na aye hwan na ha no image be nke ha no chama me kura me ene me adwumba kwa me che ne se goalkeeper you know yentwam
goalkeeper yentwam
we are no award should be given to any player for goalkeeper.
Say no more aven matter the job more dental voucher
yentwam kura yentwam
because ma so mo ball no nyom na yentwam the players na here
nti ewia season na the obeji goalkeeper bia no the ACC in recent years no player should be awarded for the goalkeeper unless yetimi ayehu se ade akwa we the goalkeeper ogiye no ogi based on merit. And we also made mention of several of our goalkeepers. They go and come as obi goalkeepers from Ghana Premier League. You know, some of them enko di more than one season. Ni asapa mo. Obi enko di one season. Obi acha one season. Chama enye goalkeeper bi ne Tony Free has ya agent ne ka say nipa na obeton player ne man no operation na je ni sike fe no.
South Africa kwa de Mamelodi Sundowns omo agent na scout no mu yinedi. Scout no the player na ba mu yinedi.
Ghana Football Association by this time on say NPPD asem court nanado ne Mahama first case no MPP SU electoral commission me boa na NDC nkan NDC decided say they had interest was no mu nti so also became a party FLA I don't say friends of the court and joined the case nyamiano no kroni sautie court proceedings no ehwe EC ne lawyer no a say NDC ammanra case ni mu a enka yede mo it's by this time I think Ghana Football Association doesn't give a damn about what is going on.
Dabei chama ni 1 week in the heat of the moment na seminar obiye can that is where your statement is needed. Statement chairman eba at least you are giving assurance to the people that they what you are acting on based on their what their own investigation cry emfangosi baby na give the assurance to the people that you are going to act. We are sure say the English FA and the English Premier League and a case we buy by this time the English Premier League board releases statement and then catch up
I didn't a league where a yo product na at some way aba fa league no na besine kotoko and make statement kotoko statement ehun here they needed to make that statement yes statement ni we no kotoko only a minute fraction of the whole system na Ghana Football Association eteso no anya wa say for can be for asemi so the league is your product. That is why it is only the FA that can sanction a players, that can sanction officials. Obi obey de bia na e di fin be kan league no FA e de sanction siba. So if 3 days ago ebesi enra ade ate so abesi ne FA ntimi kan kire say de ekoso no wonti to the point that an arrest has been made. Enra card number another one converters on bribe kotoko players no card number car ba ko na lozos and the team trying to bribe kotoko players no that card number was captured.
So if you give it to the police
easily traceable
CID
two questions to solve the problem. Kotoko reported to the FA officially saying that All Blacks are there, and I want to know that they've not.
I'm not sure.
All Blacks are reporting to the FA say Kotoko they are some air to almost so
David.
Nti so All Blacks in here dia na it's All Blacks no the air can no yaye. Because Chema saying can na issue now, but the first thing I'll do it, I'll take Kotoko and I'll report to the FA so because a serious case it can even lead to demotion. And I Chema Bachawachi because more than Kotoko stay. Now
Southampton they may you free playoffs.
Yeah, Omoko
spy. We got tell baby our home or home training.
Yes, which is against the rules.
I'm saying against the rules.
Into the fact that All Blacks ain't taking no step, they are Kotoko come on can me what problem with All Blacks. Because Chema Samena me All Blacks chairman and I me All Blacks penny na no crowd take Kotoko on. Kotoko should write to the FA officially. Because a body omone subvise and no be a base into the first thing is that yes, police station will accord, but you write to the FA official and said this is what they but other than that, the FA will say they are investigating. And Chema say investigation me to me take it 2 years. Inti Emrana nkasa na ya trono. Nipa na troye ye emrama nipa. Me to me you the same emrana de di bone, the same emrama to me de aye papa. Over years, these things are causes the FA in our range. The Kotoko should write to the FA. That will force the FA to come out. But I also want to my FA now. Now, so now what I'm who are now. You need any video evidence of ABA money being exchanged. Even if money is being exchanged in a video, for what purpose? Into the reality, the Kotoko report police station does not necessarily also means that almost I'm no suum. A hunting FA the Banober said DNA womb said be on be put to rest.
My point is that say investigation. Because investigation say then why investigation? Give it to the police if you feel that as a club also you're concerned about some of these things. No more dear mobile cry you have a brand to protect. Not brand and say bribe normal. Betting companies are shutting down a lot of things because some move to bribe. People are scoring 6 goals in games and they do not even win the
consistently every year. These things happen. In
the event that Kotoko investigations in the they conclude say their players they were attempt to bribe their players. What happens to team now or tries to bribe Kotoko players? That is why the FA must step in.
Yeah, Wahana FA president near FA and Taraja CID boss or Asnani, your friend say. Lydia,
yeah.
Oh, I'm a number of times. It's only fair that. But now, if you release a statement, a condemn this idea.
Release a statement.
Say you have decided to give, you have given the matter to the CID, and the CID are doing investigation. I'm telling you, this thing you give to the Ghana police, it won't take 2 days.
Yeah, they will investigate.
Wait a second. We have videos, the pictures there.
Yeah, one thing we need to also know, say, in going forward. And here every day, every week, every minute, there will be allegations and straight and so we'll call investigate and also investigating issue, it goes with cost, time, and all that. And see, Kotoko should do official investigation to the FA. That will force the FA to need right to do that. It is something they need to do. In as much as they've reported to the play, which is right, they should also write to the FA to force the FA. Then Kotoko issue now, players near permanent. Season way, Kotoko players on my standout, tempo 3. Now, my problem is why? The why is one, a bit where I say players, they are not motivated. 2, they are indisciplined. 3, mismanagement. They need to find out why the players live up to that bill, especially when our top players, non-Becca supporters, say they've assembled the best players in the country. And later at the end of the season, we saw that they are known here. It's a big lie. It's in going for if they really love the supporter like they say. They said they need to investigate. But these are some of the things I know. Kotoko changed 3 coaches at the end of the season. And some of the players, ama coaches maybe. Would you believe I had say even game a course player free park and also be numsio. I did that now numsio also all bano didi wa numsio. Chema make us some unjindi. Also all ban on best at match or didi wa numsio to no numsio. I'm telling you. So it means that they are said if this thing is true. It means that there are some players almost why Madrid say now Chema BKB say coach you kwa mena member ma na Diana. It's in your me course work Kotoko chairman. Eche Kumasi. My problem say the players must be sacked. Me know ya but then it's all more eco far ban and yet the same issue never same busy. Because you pam 20 chairman me say almost shadow. See a very season be a chama mu ye bibia na ye justify say ye pam players say ye pam chama looking at the performance of the team we ye pam 20 ambacho obeka debi obeka no oh inti on bet me apam mu 20 ni akofa another 20 so at least so we 30 another 20 beba the surety say enkoye the same to nature saying. The whole system has to change. And I say ball akotoko for a boy. Send ye start here near boss amba mudi ne boy ye be your movie. I'll be tempted to believe that bright cases now kotoko for kano. Among you show me a crabby and do my GGB. Because the motivation of Makotoko played poorly at the end of the league. And the chairman may tells you. Penalty the SAB, meboa. All Blacks behind here win. Chairman no more DST. Kotoko si omo the bribery allegation near the empene mo ye best mo. Chairman did do mo ye nyina. All Blacks cross as your own go mango for ye no mo the 2-2 Ye we no Blacks have been said to the omunyano almost had the ko. Enti me say I am no more that down. Oh you Kotoko team na. Lawyer Safu Dukun Esquire on Nebio Mokasa Mafo. But issue by Hamane Kasa. A different set of people. And no more Kasa wake. Sema, means uncle phone. Do they benefit from the team when the team goes down? Because yeah, be a trend that will say, yeah, be my team na look so the players are not good. And Yam Koto from Mokaya, so Mrs. Kabe free and Fiaba. Chema no masa akwaji o ye wa hardness season yet ha e bia ye nwe league no kra ye besa kofa players aba ye ball half season a ni asa start so we mu so nya de omunko nti mete kotokwa nkasa how many players pa no mo ankasa mo person in the record of Kumasi na mo person mo set record say football by no kotokwa ni team o mo top players bebre pa de abobo do they want to set that record or what nti board no mo aba no e wo so mo de o mo nice form o mo di 8 o. With all those 3 coaches, naturally 3 coaches a season, so mudi 8. And say I was a board no mudi omunasi from. No more making sure so mum pe coach a chema or yet tough. And the coach ya money 2 years, 3 years. So results na nya kradi afa but if the results is good on to us. Chema only maminka we better so only the entire kodokodem kola bi ball matches. Okay, I say match ni be ho mudi youth for neko boy. Oh mu win ya no mo ball nsem. Did you ask why?
Why?
Senior players ni be no mo ba bro. Because mo ball match be a first half no more that from na coach ba on the player because mo pam coach ni PSA or more players no your meeting or more players no your meeting eti coach ni kro on me pesa me bon name ba sama me kai no kro on or more your meeting enti minim de enti a wo ye player chamo age ya mo we e be din say Manchester ni Chelsea ni Arsenal mbenya biabo e wo Ghana aye dia na bia North Africa na mo afa ho but the attitude that your boys in the day ban orientation no way o boss abe me pesa make say kurase biti ba wo team ketwa near amount 1,005 chema obe sign ko to kwa waje be 8,000 na wo pesa build a career as a player na ba no so be bo abra e kire saying but emum ko company for na create environment players be bo abro because yem bi say kwan be na fast recruit players no enkomo be na omo kan se na de omo di abem. Inti clearly speaking, chamo, sene a nyoma e ko na enye obi a na ye kotoko problem ni de enye obi na e wa outside or more insiders na na ye. Now it is looking like anytime a team in the back from the base in your uncle for be team watch more benefit. And yes, I dia minim the entire year in a year. Or the end started preseason. Not team in starting say. Obo say free management PR no. People are around. Number started season way there. Yet team be a best 400. Team way there 600. A draw na mbempe non po be the asen. It clearly speaking, Kotoko need to be serious this time. And I mean, so more my banner. Or more businessmen or more ska, they should make sure say you being it's not
just about being businessmen.
Kofi Rompo, our USA, also TA show.
Oh, okay.
My main chow.
Okay, Kofi chow pa. Your man in fact second batch in now the engineer sorry so but is he a training on the third but let you know me say Champions League final no Basel was 1759. Champions League final no will bring you live commentary from 1759. That is where we are organizing your watch party. No, all of us will be there. Yene mo and mesre. When you say against from the Bapa and Mr. Masna for ya mumra, Monsha Masna Jesus na mumra. 1759.
Yeah.
Can you one near from Santinos?
Yeah.
Okay.
1759. Oh, it's spacious. We are going to have a giant screen.
Also a ball live band as our master.
Yeah, ball live band and so and easy. So there'll be live band. Once game near 4 p.m.
Yeah.
It's by 3 next I set up the BBA. The ball anyway 4 p.m. no. By the time ball 6:30. By Arsenal victory trophy and 70 enyina sa anye yenso na se ne esu no
makwaje mu
na se 7 na se live band chaso
obi se me bi say PSG a mo pe ja live band ba na etu
ya bo live band de ba mo bi a ye PSG
for
mo di ga ka se de bi Saturday bi no mu to celebrate
league mo say Champions League how come
we Champions League
and so mo Champions League the teams that start only one baby Europe teams all Europe you know we are to bus it be the 4 it be the 5 it be the 6 team leagues be only the 3 it be the 2 Europe teams nyina bia you represented and your boy and your boy na ka 2 it's 2 ni ya de papa
ba ko si on beat
dia ba ko beje yensu ni on beat mo say say underdogs it's your boy but whichever way on Saturday yen nyina ye hia ewo 1759 kane on the floor Santinos ewo amekum odi unim baby akra no City Star building in opposite odi obuso bia pe Santinos anajo pe 1759 now ba die nyina atase ne yahwe ama bibia enso akoso no Gracias odi abafo ne baba mo birthday wish bi ha ese say kotoko ese kotoko no see the economy ndi ese now I still would say Adebakuni say you cannot prosecute someone who bribes a person who is not a public official. Once again, bribery and corruption limited to public officials. But I'll say this is why in 2019, Godfrey Damis said they couldn't find any law in our books to prosecute Christine Yantechi. The police cannot prosecute a private person bribing another private citizen. Now, okay, so maybe say Godfrey Damis has almost some table before Parliament. Nanka sports tribunals. Nanka sporting issues will be taken there. And I say, I'm trying or honor, but I didn't see the light of day. But one of the things I know say as Antikodoko, if the police say they want them to investigate something for them, or investigating Kodoko can sue people because Kodoko a institutional will be bribing the player or the effect on the profitability, the image of the company and everything. You can do a private suit. What I say, and you bet you and it's sad. Ghana Football Association, I'm sure doesn't even want and can want maybe a little make want but you're training here. And so only say you have a boy FA Cup here, yeah. Nations have seen it dreams. Okay. And you can say yes, and then you have a birthday, mammy wish no. Oko NHIS Shibdila sama ne kind of din pa no NHIS papa bi friend honorable Fred Tutu and your birthday honorable you wish you happy birthday from Ann Mamia I say you wish you happy birthday and to Enfamano and happy birthday honorable Fred Tutu, it's your birthday. Okay, Cassius area boy for that. Some people against for no bomb. Bomb say is also for Tiasa. Now, who's it? You need to be a home. We just said, or say, or Bass and as a Jacob.
More brandy.
Now, Cassa, Navin and Refino. Or Champions League, the Munjin you. And I'm saying, I'm going to also was that. Or say, or say, the Refino. Mani ya tuti yano osibo no mani try yem peno ai okay and can say as area about for na kai na you wrap up plumbers no edu go so fre Avila Joseph okay eti ore fa bo
achake so gusu eje o si
achake say because 3
oko for akatre
la nanka me patch
akatre
wa me who say scout ho dia wa na wa ko
na achake achake o ma uto achake ma me asa jim ska say o de godidi so see na ma me so man chop money
so o de bet no di me and am dem ba me so be there e come dem na me jiska o
na me say jiska na o ji da ko te
dem o tina no de be touch na dem ntia ne o panka so na no yes ade bi ono so be jiska
otoji nese me review ba me nim say ye bobo ehun abe oluma eyi no US ono oh wusta unti na me nkasa no oh bet mo me dim bet ni nyina mo dim mo yo okay. Okay, gracias.
Yanko Menapa Royal Guest House na menka Ghana for amutie me se wonya bedru Kumase dia be bia obeda wasumba dwoa obenya se dia usipe wona no opese wonya wo stay no nyina no Menapa Royal Guest House ho na oba yema 24-hour security nya asem koto afei ma menka ncho se ho no nya ba bia akoda na yadum kanea ensuo ma ena sei chese rooms no eho heat ena ntontom ena mo bi debi Menapa ente sao wankasa wudru ho na wo se de ambience no esiete wo se de environment ni city a no sampa wo ba bia obeda because nipa na ono no chese facility ne yere de na nipa bia ono o chese onim de
city ni raho
Is I was set a testimony say on say on to matter to come from a emirate so will be I mean, I'm a power guest house with a chocolate down. More rooms are full air conditioning rooms. Now, full DSTV as a spacious car park. And I feel rooms now are very neat. And no more me also the omanoti. Nyabutre S7. Come on. But I told self say I fall from the airport bus time. Maybe I will be a shuttle for ya. Never fall. Yeah, came I'm in church. I'm in a power guest house. Ushim School Junction offer Grace Gift and Nimono Busobia say Ope California full joint. Baby, our boys no come for no. Now, how much was California coin in here? Well, building this one. I'll be just say, Menapa. And when you come up, our friend, it was 0543 556 666 0543 556 666. Now, only a monko vim champagne energy drink no yajibi. My catcher say, oh yeah, Jumadene program be an awoye. Now, so you'll be a sportsman, we a sportsman. Over certain piano, oh yeah, active. Now, we general Naswa, a vim champagne energy drink and a yanumbi. Essence, you can't vim champagne energy drinker. More money on the winning unsoon my yetro, Copebineto, a come say, will be answered to vim champagne energy drink in the say. Just take a sip, then feel the vim, feel the vigor, feel the vitality, taste it, enjoy it on the moment, like Arsenal fans. A vim champagne energy drink, no, you're not money. I'm on Saka on the boom champagne drinker with Philippa. Yana, our stores, any supermarket, event vendors, or what will be. Name a product, quality products from Tralam Industrial Limited. NTR from 0322 190877 0322 190877. Now, Enkasa Dimafo Herbal Clinic, Dr. Time. That's a doctor now at the time. And now, Esaya Area Macatros and Hodie. Nyafe, and now with the area corner, one outside the Quaterfi. No, who the Oyo who there be a honor. We had the area banner also, so we say, when the hour, one week at time. Eddie Atusa say, way, I now watching you, now watching me, and son. Way, I bosume back, will be all cry in rue, not just who and sweat me to watch Magugo. And Dr. Time, that's one in a pound for you now, Omia Jumapa, Ewa Gan has seen almost Shantia, what they say. Overcome my sway, Nafi, one swak or Joayaris, I must say. Yarenti, what is a one to the ha? Near do nam ho, watching chin, near my one call system was still one tono, Wabem Air Buana, there be a more than what. Comedy forum, Nekwajo research, no and a doctor. Doctor number no a 0244 774282 0244 774282 and a 0500 727215. Now, we know Enkasa Ken Rose Internet Solution SA. Ebia ufie ena we here internet connectivity anas your office ena upe internet a school hostel anas hotel ena person connect to internet we dwembo nyina ofre na oba be twatum internet papa obe use afili e dia ye dwuma dia person dia bia no be kama ye can rules they provide the number is 0208 282810 0208 na woni Kenny Rose entimi eni enkomo na your birthdays ni bi wa se ya ye de no so sorry so na fe no ambitious ebeba na o de dia ka no so de eba happy birthday ko e de ama Chumasi Ankra James na Chumasi a student Kiwi Presbyterian College of Education and Chumasi Wonti Bra James. Happy birthday to you. Nyankopo ensure on this special day. Have a wonderful one. Sanso and say happy birthday to Madam Comfort Osei na Madam Comfort and a headmistress was St. Martin the Paris JHS and Madam birthday if we chamber for and I feel Louis Alberto and almost wish you a happy birthday today. Have a wonderful one, madam. We Mrs. Efia Echa woman and Mrs. Efia Echa obedi na oba nanama and was say yemfa pure fidi so pure sposo na yen wish you a happy birthday today. And the final one no ediama Elizabeth Sagu Elizabeth and Ewa Wadaunia Akwasi Frimpong and we'll see and we show a happy birthday today. Elizabeth, happy birthday to you. Ti yenya yen find na de nsi wo hanyakopo ya admo chena or the chair ye be sa betena se na ye de dia kenyina no enso etumi ediaba na bibia enso ayekama ochena so say another holiday ochena yenu no muslimi fo nyina ala enka nyina ye be celebrate ni nyina abum ye nyina ye be celebrate abum. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Ambitious is up next.